And good evening, and thank you so much for joining me. I'm meteorologist Eric Tallman with you this evening. And I just want to let you know that this has really been a very interesting day indeed. Uh, but so far, we've just started my shift. I'm actually been monitoring a line of here. Let me see if I can get this thing to go down here. There we go. Give me one moment. I'm going to have to try and fix this a little bit. Give me one moment while I try and do this. Yeah, hold on. One moment. Hold on. And if you do have any comments or questions, please let me know in the comment section below on live stream. So hopefully I'll get some questions and answers, stuff like that, because I'm going to be on live for a while. So this has only begun. So enjoy this live broadcast this evening. I will be monitoring the weather as well. But before I do anything else, I want to show you something. And it's actually going to be very, very exciting. You're going to like it. Let's see, how can I show you guys that? That's very, very easy. Easier said than done. All right, we'll give it our best shot. All right, I'm just showing you the view here. I'm sorry. I was just thinking to myself. So hold on one moment. I'm really sorry about that. All right, I am going to show you exactly where this was. All right, now we should be able to get it. All right, let me do some experimenting here. One moment. Okay, I'm only showing this to you really quick because I'm going to tell you, this does not mean that there's a tornado or anything like that. I just wanted to let the viewers know that this is actually the section that I've been watching for most of the day today. But I'm going to tell you right along where you can see it highlighted in red, that is actually the location right there where severe thunderstorm warnings have been prompted on and off. Some of the same section right there seems to be hit over and over again, not where we're getting multiple severe thunderstorm warnings down there. There hasn't been any severe or tornado. There hasn't been no tornado warnings, so that's actually a plus right there. The severe thunderstorm warnings and severe activity has now ended, but any kind of severe weather that does develop way down in the south, and this is by just past New Mexico. New Mexico out there is where all this activity is that has developed. Earlier it had exploded for a while, and then things began to die down. But where you see it highlighted right there, right along here, I'm sorry, yeah, right there. Right where you can see it, right in there where I have it all highlighted in red. I'm just indicating to you that's exactly what we're dealing with right there. That's the trigger that we had for most of, I'm not saying all day, but I only had a glimpse at it when I turned on the computer and popped up the radar. Boom, severe thunderstorm warning. There were actually, I'm going to put it this way, there's actually 3 severe thunderstorm warnings, and they were all very close together in the same spot. And there was actually one 1-inch diameter hail, and there was actually winds up to 60 miles per hour, so that'd be damaging winds right there. And I'm gonna go ahead and turn the Let me switch the camera around because I want to tell you currently something. So hold on. Okay, I hope that you guys can see me okay. Because if I can see you, then you can see me, right? There we go. I'm trying to turn around so I have some way of seeing everybody. There we go. Okay, so basically, I'm glad that you guys could join me today. I haven't been doing a lot of live streaming. I've been extremely busy doing stuff. To make it short, hold on a second. I gotta get used to using a phone as my camera. Okay, there we go. I'm doing two things at the same time, talking to you guys and giving you info on what's going on and what have you, and trying to do a whole bunch of multiple things at the same time. Very, very confusing, I know. So I basically, when I do my reports, it's usually not in here. You know, I kind of like privacy, that kind of thing. But just to make that short, we'll end that part right there. It's not too personal. It's just the one part of my house. I don't know. Just forget what I said. Watch the radar at the same time, so I'll be doing multitasking like everyone else does. So if TV people can do it, so can I. I'm trying to get situated. Hopefully I can get this thing to stay. And bingo, this is perfect. Okay, that means that I'm going to be quite busy. So I'm just making myself comfortable. Okay, so this is all good. And then I can give you guys up-to-date information on whatever's going on currently right now. There is not any severe thunderstorm or any kind of severe weather action happening down in the south right now. So far, we're okay for now. I will show you our metropolitan area in just a couple of moments. So I will show that to you more in about 5 minutes. I'm going to show you our metropolitan Detroit area. So I'll be showing you that as well. And I do deeply apologize. There's been a lot of confusion today. We'll just put a lot of confusion, but today is the real stuff. But that doesn't mean that Southeast Michigan is in for severe weather. We are going to check out the conservative outlook, meaning thunderstorms, severe weather. We'll look into that. I'm actually working tonight, as a matter of fact, so that's why I'm doing a live video and doing live stream right now. So that's the reason why I'm on right now. I'm usually not on at this time of the night, but furthermore, we'll get somewhere with this. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and turn the pages now. All right, so we're gonna take you flying here, and we're gonna show you what's going on over there. We'll get back to that in just a little bit. So we don't have anything going on right now in our metropolitan Detroit area. Everything is fine. Everything is high and quiet. So for the most part, we don't have to worry about too much right now because there's nothing going on the radar. But there's something that we will talk about. I will pull it up in just one moment. I'm just checking the radar to see if there's anything going on in particularly, and there isn't currently right now. We'll continue to keep an eye on that situation for you, and I'll let you know later on in the show. Right now, I don't know because I have to look at the day one considerable outlook, and but I guess I'll leave it up because you never know when we're going to start seeing more severe thunderstorm warnings that could possibly redevelop down in the south. And I did see somewhat of some activity down over just outside of New Mexico. There was a cluster of thunderstorms that became severe that prompted severe thunderstorm warnings. But the good thing is, I'm not sure about damage reports or anything like that, so I most definitely will look into that and let you know. So give me one moment. I have to get my tablet in a couple of moments and try and respond to other people's responses, but it's not on. It's not on YouTube. It's on Facebook. So I'll be right back so I can respond to this one person, this anonymous person. I'll be right back. Give me 1 minute. I'll be back in 1 second. Okay, thank you so much for being patient with me. I'm finally back. I just had to, I had to get my tablet and all that good stuff. So, hold on a second. That's just those dumb advertisements that they always have on them. Okay, and I have my tablet on. It's ready to go. Sweet, sweet. And I love it. Tablets are really, really useful. I like technology. It's really, really cool. All right, onward and upward here. Let me figure out how this is all going to go down. Okay. Hold on. All right, one moment, please. Okay, I'm sorry about that. That was just a little bit of an interruption. But, when you get questions and answers, that type of thing, you want to respond. You don't want to be rude. And ignore the person and say that you don't care about them. That wouldn't be the right thing to do. So, hold on one moment. Okay, so anyway, like I was saying before, now the section way down on the south, sorry you can't really see it, because I have the camera phone actually sitting on my desk, so then that way you generally can see me, and then if there's any kind of activity, we're actually going to look here. I'm going to check things out and go from there. One moment, got to do one other thing. Matthew, can we video chat today or tomorrow? Sounds good. Let me know. Sorry about that. Today has been a really, really busy day, so I was talking to an anonymous person, just on something, it's just something personal that I gotta take care of. It's nothing major, just something popped up in my schedule, and I had to put that in. So, like I said, if someone generally has to ask me a question or something like that, I'll do everything to my best ability to respond accurately. And if I don't know the answer, I don't know the answer, pretty much. Pretty much so. If I don't know what the answer is, then pretty much I have no idea. So that's clearly how it all goes. Just so you know that I will be doing a live broadcast on Twitter as well, so you don't want to miss out on that. That's going to be coming up soon. I'm going to actually fit that in the schedule, most definitely. I'm going to fit that in the schedule And Facebook will probably have a live video as well. That's not scheduled until tomorrow. Yeah, it's not going to be scheduled until tomorrow. So we're going to try and do Twitter early in the morning, probably between 12 and 1 o'clock in the morning, Twitter live broadcast. If not during that time, Twitter, if I don't bounce and do you guys at 1 o'clock in the morning for a live broadcast on twitter.com, then I will move the live broadcast on Twitter down to 5 a.m. in the morning, and then YouTube at 4:30. So it's probably going to be bumper to bumper. Bumper to bumper, I'm sorry. 1 second. Thank you. What time? Trying to get used to the voice activation thing. I'm not quite used to it, especially if you're talking to somebody. It makes it kind of difficult, if you know what I mean. But I'm learning, so hold on a moment. All right, hold on 1 second. I guess I'll have to ask him the question. I was trying to do it and it denied whatever it was that I wanted to do. Okay, I'm going to show you what's going on in just a moment. I'm just looking over models and things like that. So I'm not what's really going on. So, which is kind of confusing. I guess I'll have to look at the other stuff. Okay, onward and upward here. The next thing we'll talk about is the outlook. Is what we're really focusing on now. Since that we're talking about severe weather, we might as well go forward and beyond. And I can give you more details opposed to the storm that is really going to really blow up proportion here. This is just the beginning of it now, and I'll show you more bits and pieces of it as we go along. I'll continue to show you accurately what's going on with this storm. It's not as interesting as it was about an hour ago or whenever the severe thunderstorm warnings started to come in. I wasn't here at the time, so I don't really know. I just got in around 11 o'clock, 10:45. So I have to go over all of my assignments and whatnot and get everything prepared for the next day and so on. So it does take me a while to get prepared and get everything all set up the way I want it set up. So it does get to be a little too much. Not too much, it's just part of the job. It's just something you can't, refuse, I guess. Okay, so now we're going to talk about the outlook across the Midwest, and I'm going to tell you right now, get ready to spin the wheel because there's actually going to be a lot more said than done. So we'll go ahead and talk about where the severe weather is and what's really going to happen here. So I'm going to go ahead and change this around so the audience can see for themselves what we've got going on here. One moment. I'm going to show you right now. Just a moment. Okay, we're back. All right, and as you can see right now, that this is where all the action is happening today. And I'm going to go ahead and go right over here and zoom in for you, and bingo. You can see this is where there's two sections. Right up there is where there was a marginal risk of severe weather. And then on top of that, there was actually a little chance of isolated marginal risk of severe weather down in the south. And then a little section of marginal isolated severe weather. Category number 1, possibility. Not a lot of action with this. Very, very isolated. If that, it's not really a big ordeal. It's marginal risk of severe weather, category 1. But that's all going to change once that we get into the rest of the week. We'll talk about all of the chances. And then on top of that, we had general thunderstorms on top of that. And there were only very little isolated spots for severe weather. So that's actually a plus right there. So I'm gonna actually turn the camera around again so I can kind of get things a little more interesting here. So I'm gonna go ahead and let you look at the camera for just a moment. I meant the screen, I'm sorry. I get so nervous when I go on live broadcast. It's like sometimes I'm on here and I don't even know what I'm doing right before the whole event takes place. I've done it before, but I do get nervous. So I'm going to go ahead and let you see me for a while until I get set up here again and I can give you more details on this severe weather event that's going to really, really gain strength here. So let me turn this around so I can get set up again. Sorry about that. Okay, I'm back. Okay, once that I get everything all set up, then we're all good to go. I gotta fix my glasses here. How can I say this? All right, now comes the time for action, and let the pro go to work. Now, if I wasn't a meteorologist, I don't know what any of you guys would do. Well, you know, there's a lot of meteorologists, not just in one state, but they're all over the place, all over the Midwest, all over the world. There's always meteorologists that do the weather and all that kind of stuff, breaking news. Vice versa, you name it, and if it's immediate breaking news, I'm there. You know, I've done a lot of videos inside and outside the box. Means that I've done live. Well, before I would originally just do a video, I never did it live before, but I'm getting used to it now. So let's see. Let me go ahead and go to the next part and see what we've got. Oh, we do have some activity. So let me go ahead and show that to you immediately right now. And then I'll have to show you the insides and outs of what's going on. Let me turn this around so you can see for yourself. This is going to be day 2 for the severe weather. And I'm going to tell you where the marginal risk and the slight risk of severe weather is, and I'm going to tell you this is day 2, so get ready for another round because it's just around the corner. So let me show you what's going to happen in the Midwest and where the next round of storms are going to be at. Let's take a look at it right now. All right, let me try and get steady here. I'm really, really sorry about that. Like I said, this is my first time doing this, and I'm trying to stay angled here. I've never done this setup before, but it is kind of sweet. Very, very nice. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about the weather here. Okay, this is what we've got going on. We'll have general thunderstorms that will be developing around the areas where you can see it shaded. In the lighter green is general thunderstorms. I'm going to go ahead and switch hands here with the camera here. So let's go ahead and do this. I can actually hold it more steadier now. But anyway, let's continue and talk about the weather. I'm really sorry about all these interruptions. I'm trying to brainstorm and think of everything that needs to happen here all at the same time, and I got a little frustrated right there, so I was confused. Sorry about that, everyone. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about where the next round of storms are going to be at. All right, so we're going to have category number 1, marginal risk, in the darker green. That's marginal risk category number 1. That means isolated severe storms. Category number 2, slight risk for severe storms. That is going to be in the making, unfortunately, and I'll have an update on that later on. So things are just getting wild and crazier. And I'm going to tell you what, it's not over just yet. I'm going to see what the next, what day 3 is. So in just a moment, we'll see what else is going on. So Let's see if I can hold this steady for a minute. I'm trying to, but I'm not really all that good, but we're not all perfect. You know, everyone's different in their own way. Just do it the best way you know how to do it. Okay, now we've got some more action here. Good thing that we're talking about this right now. Then we'll talk about day 4 through 8 outlook. So this is going to be the next round, and it looks like a lot of areas are going to get hit with this, with the severe weather. Again, sorry about that. Didn't mean to be so close up with that. I was trying to get it angled. Okay. So now, you know what? I know what we can do. Just a moment. I gotta get my little mouse thing, and I can just go over it verbally and tell you. I'm trying to. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to do that. I was trying to feel for the camera. That's why we're having all these difficulties at the moment. Okay. Sorry about that. Excuse me. Okay, so this is what we've got going on. I'm trying to get this to go. Where is the thing at? Hold on. Trying to find it. Oh, there it is. All right, hold on one second. I'm trying to do this, and I've got too many things on here. All right, there we go. All right. All right, so this is what we've got going on. The marginal risk of severe weather is going to be in the darker green. And this is going to be the problem of the whole situation, is that we have marginal risk of severe weather, category number 1 in the darker green. Slight risk of severe weather, category number 2. Enhanced risk of severe weather, category number 3. Bingo, that is going to be the target zone. That is going to be the big bulk of the weather situation. Right there, I'm putting it right there in an overview of what we've got. Once again, it's going to be a roller coaster ride when day 3 risk for severe weather happens. This is what's going to happen, so get ready. It's going to be rock and roll. It's way, way west of Michigan. It's not even near Michigan, if that. But you can see it's very, very close to it. You know, it's, you know, like it's getting larger and larger. But this seems to be the bulk of it. So that means I'm really going to have to watch very closely as we get into day 3 and up and beyond. So if it was any closer to us, then I would really be concerned. But with this going on, I most definitely am going to have to check the extended forecast tonight and see where we are with that. I'm sorry about all this coughing. It's allergy season again, and I've been doing this on and off today, and it's been dry anyway. So day 3, we will be watching it. So once again, it's enhanced risk, category number 3. Slight risk, category number 2. Marginal risk, number 1. Once again, we're dealing with day 3. Marginal risk, category number 1. Slight risk, category number 2. Enhanced risk, category number 3. So marginal risk is in green. Slight risk, yellow. Enhanced risk, orange. So there's actually more than that. If we start to see either a 4 or a 5, then we are in even worse trouble. Or whatever meets the eye. If it was 1 through 5, then we would really have a big situation to deal with. And luckily right now we're only dealing with category 1, 2, and 3 so far. But you know, things can be a lot worse than what they really are. So day 3, I'll be watching for the next couple of days. And then if things do start to expand with the severe weather and other areas begin to get hit with severe weather over and over again, it's hard to say when Michigan is going to be a part of that action, but that could happen any time, people. You know, the weather changes, so it might just change its mind and it might go somewhere else. It's hard to say. what's going to happen. I'm going to be watching that for the next 24 to 48 hours, and I'll have updates all this week on the whole severe weather potential for the Midwest. Sounds very interesting. I am going to check really quick. I'm going to go ahead and switch the camera over so you can see me while I do that. Okay, one moment. I don't know what that thing was doing, but I think it was updating, obviously. So give me a moment and let me see what's going on after that. I'm just checking to see what's going on as far as severe weather is concerned. So I'm just trying to look over models here, and it's going too fast. All right, now if I can get it to stop, then that'd be good. Then that way we can talk about it. Okay, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and turn this back around so you can see for yourself, ladies and gentlemen, what we're going to be dealing with as far as severe weather is concerned. Please take a look. And this is what the rest of the outlook for the severe weather is looking like right now. It is day 4 through 8 severe weather outlook issued on April the 29th, 2018. Have a look. Please comment and give me a like and all that, and let me know what you think. Like I said, this is all new to me, so I'm trying to give you as much information as I can, so that way I know how to set it up and all that stuff. So this is actually exciting tonight. I'm going to go ahead and let you see what I'm talking about, and here it is. This is what I was talking about just a minute ago. And I just want to let you know, I do want to hear from people that are just popping in or viewing this video. I do want some comments, questions, if you want to know exactly if there's any changes or whatever, what is to be expected, tornadoes or whatever it may be. Let me know. I'm just looking over models and stuff like that. And let me just turn this around so you can see me as well. I'm just for a moment, just in case nobody knows what's happening here. So I'll let it scroll for a few more minutes, and then I'll tell you what else I was going to say. Okay, that thing is still strolling, so I'll go ahead and tell you that we'll go ahead and turn the camera around so you can see me, and then we'll have a conversation again, because I've got to sit down. So that actually sounds like a good idea. So give me one moment and I'll sit down. But I just want to tell you this is the outlook for day 4 through 8 for severe weather outlook issued on April the 29th, 2018. So that's what's happening on day 7 and 8. Oh, I'm sorry, that scared the crap out of me there for a minute. I hate those notification things. That just really irritates me. I apologize. That really surprised me. We'll put it that way to make it appropriate. Yeah. So anyway, I'm keeping it professional. We'll put it that way. I'm keeping my comments and all that professional. So if you're just wondering why I was a little jumpy because that notification came in and I didn't even know what was going on at the time. I just heard it go off. So give me one moment. That was such a surprise to see that. All right, let me sit down. Okay, give me one moment. Oh my goodness, I gotta sit down. Oh, my leg hurts. Ow, 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 ow. All right, give me a moment. Let's see if this thing is gonna stay put this time. Okay. All right, it's gonna stay. That's good. Okay, so the other thing that I was gonna talk to you a little bit about is Let's see if I can find it on the thing here. Trying to find the other radar, so hold on. Let me just get it back on there. There we go. And I'm actually monitoring what's going on across the Midwest, so trust me, I'm not generally, you know, ridiculous as it may seem or anything like that. Let me see if I can get this thing back the way it's supposed to be in action here. So I'm just sitting back and I'm watching the radar at the same time and talking to you guys. So, like I said, we seen our marginal risk of severe weather way down in the, you know, way down in the south. But like I said, I watch a lot of the severe weather closely for your information, so it's not like I'm not going to not give you the information or whatever it is that you need to have. Generally, it's very important that everyone gets all of the information related to the weather, especially if it was a big severe weather event. Let's say it hits a lot of areas in the Midwest. I mean, we'll kind of have a conversation until I get the rest of the setup. Don't worry, you'll get your updates and all that good stuff. So that's why we're having a special editions tonight, so I can, you know, tell you more about what's happening. So what I basically want to say is that the only reason why I wanted to become a meteorologist is because I grew up and I had a lot of interest in weather and stuff. So I'm a trained meteorologist, and I really am glad that that I am a meteorologist. I mean, I have the skills. You know, I'm really good with the weather reports and all that. It's just even though there's meteorologists all over, you know, we've got assignments to do every day, and my job is just to come in, figure out what the analysis are and all this other stuff. And normally when we have a big severe weather event such as tornadoes, all that kind of thing, we want to kind of keep everybody in the loop, not just where we go on the air and say, oh, there's a severe thunderstorm warning for blah, 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 or for Ohio or whatever. Wherever severe weather hits, I'm on it. I look over everything, GFS models, everything. With the GFS models, that tells us everything right there. Which reminds me, I'm going to bring up the graphics right now and show you what we are expecting for severe weather, as a matter of fact, and that's what we're going to do right now. So let's see what we've got going on with the action going on. I don't think we need that anymore. Okay, let me just switch this over. I'm really sorry. I just got a little excited there. Give me a moment. I was not prepared for this today. Okay, so one moment. I gotta respond to something. One moment. Okay, I'm really sorry about that. I was just responding back to somebody about an anonymous question. So I can't really release the name. So I'm just saying that I am responding to something and it's now coming in. Okay. I'll get back to whoever that is in just a moment. Now I got to figure out what I was supposed to do. So I'm going to tell you about all the stuff on our live broadcast tonight. Instead of me doing it, you know, the way I did it before, it's going to be a little bit different. It's all happening today is very exciting for me. Just because I've done a lot of videos today, so this actually will make up for all of the lost time that I've had. And the problem of that is that when you're dealing with a bunch of weather reports and then you hear the word severe weather, that means better check out and get right on it. And you never know, it could be isolated severe one day, and then all of a sudden it could be worse, where the whole severe weather event just gets bigger and bigger and bigger, where it expands across the Midwest, depending on where it's at. But I'm kind of concerned about when I got to figure out what day that is, because when I looked at the outlook, I didn't like what I was seeing in terms of severe weather. So let's see if we can find out what's happening here. So I'm glad that you guys are watching. I don't have anyone watching this update, but that's all right. Let me see. I'm usually not on this long, but I have time. I have quite a few other things to do. So hold on a second. Okay. I'm sorry, there's just a lot going on today. I'm going to tell you that right now. Okay, let's see what we've got going on here. Yes. Okay. All right. Let me see what's going on here. Okay, in just a couple of minutes here, I'm going to go ahead and turn the pages and then tell you exactly what we're going to be dealing with as far as thunderstorm activity and all that good stuff. So, that is going to be very exciting. Unfortunately, it is going to be exciting. So, let me move this thing up so I can give you more detail opposed to what's going on. And this is very, very interesting. As a matter of fact, it's very, very interesting. I like the exception. I like what's going on. And let me find out what day this is. So Wednesday. One moment. Do you have YouTube? YouTube channel? Okay, I'm sorry about that. I'm still talking to an anonymous person right now on some questions that they were giving me details on. So I'm doing two things at the same time. So it's been very, very interesting and active as well. So, we're getting to what we need to do here. So, one moment, let me just set some other stuff up here. All right, I'll have this all set up in just one moment. So just bear with me for a minute and I will let you know. So hold on a moment. I'm sorry, I'm still with you guys. I'm sorry, I'm just concentrating on something. Okay. So, anyway, back to what I was saying. I'm going to kind of wrap this up. Other event, I've got more models that I have up. And that is going to be in the second half of our show here. And that's just around the corner. So there's more severe weather coverage, news, breaking news, and any other related severe weather potential in the Midwest. You will be the first ones to know ASAP. So, just saying is check me out on YouTube. I'm awesome. And I do blogs daily. I do weather blogs daily. I don't do them just inside the office. I also do live reports as well outside the box, meaning outside of the office, and I do it off site in a lot of metropolitan Detroit areas in Michigan. It is just really cool. It's very amazing. You'll love it, and I can't wait to show you. You'll love it. So you'll see me you'll see me generally out in the cities, doing breaking weather reports, news, that type of thing. I'm also thinking about adding traffic reports, school closings, all that good stuff. So it's going to be not just about the weather, it's going to be a whole bunch of other things. It's going to be really exciting. So I really appreciate that very much. So come back and join me again within another hour or so. I will let you know and give you heads up of when I'm going to be going back on the air and all that good stuff. But definitely at 5 a.m. in the morning, I will be doing the next broadcast. So it will be a live broadcast at 5 o'clock. If it's not up within the hour, that means that I'm done, because I've been on since 7 a.m. this morning, and I should be off the clock right about now. So after I end this thing, my shift is done, and then I don't come back until 4:30 in the morning. So I'll get a little bit of sleep, and then I have to start my day at 4:30 in the morning. So I work from 4:30 a.m. in the morning until 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So my day is going to be rock and roll. So it's going to be boom, boom, boom for the next couple of days with the severe weather, and then we'll find out if it's going to be a roller coaster ride after that. So do check me out if you get a chance. If you need details on how you can find me, just I can actually give you those details if you want to know. But I will make sure that there is a link on most of the media sites that I send my weather reports to. Once that the link is on that site, it will immediately take you to my YouTube page. So once that the link is on that media site, you click that, it will automatically go to live videos. I just want to let you know there's going to be a lot more of that than anything in the whole world. So do expect to see a lot of live videos now, tons and tons of live videos daily. And shout out videos, I'll be doing that. I'm hoping to get shout out videos done. That is on my list. So I do have to do that. So if you want to be on my shout out video, let me know what channel you are, and I'll make sure that I could probably think of some suggestions, and I'll let you know. But I'm gonna need a little info, just some details of what you think about my channel and all that kind of stuff. All that cool stuff. Just the general stuff, please. Try not to get too personal, but if it's weather related, it's different. But I mean, subjects outside the box, if it's not related to weather, I firmly am not talking about other stuff. But if it's in regards to weather, a weather situation, that type of a report, that's okay. But I don't talk about anything else outside the box. So just be careful, people. Please be careful. Not being mean or anything, but I'd be saying yes or no to you if I'm comfortable saying that, for an example. So if you think for a minute, you might know what I'm saying. You know, I'm not mad at anybody, because I don't get mad at anybody. So generally, I'm making this all where it makes sense. So let's keep this thing rolling. I'm just setting everything up for, oh my gosh. And today's already the 30th. Wow, cannot believe it. It's April the 30th. And I have a couple of hours to go until I go back up on the air again. So, like I said, I will make sure that you guys are able to find me. You can find me on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Google, and a whole bunch more. I will list and give you the names of those other media sites where you can find me at. So I would love to have you on my channel. That would be a plus right there. Come and join me. I'd love to have you on my next live broadcast, which is scheduled. I have the permanent schedule. You guys are going to be really excited about that. So once again, please subscribe to my channel. Please hit the subscribe button and you'll receive every single latest video and newest video that I post or live broadcast on YouTube. Just think of that. I'm doing a lot more live videos now than anything. So it's only just begun. So let's see how I can keep the camera and keep it rolling. That would be awesome. So that's going to be really cool and sweet. So the next scheduled time for the severe weather outlook, that is going to be scheduled tomorrow for today, April the 30th. That is going to be on the agenda. So as of 5 o'clock, expect a severe weather report for day 3 to day 3 to day 8. So it's going to be between day 3 through 8 is the way I was generally trying to say it. It just took me a while to process that. So I apologize about that as well. There's just a lot of confusion right now. All of us meteorologists and the weather team all together, we're all trying to max it all out. We're trying to figure out what's going on. So there's a bunch of slew of different things that are going on. So, and on top of that, everyone's running around like crazy and we're all trying to figure out what needs to happen here. And just to end this, I just wanted to let you know, like, whenever we have severe weather, people are running around back and forth in the hallways, for, as long as it takes, because they know that weather is very serious, and I know that it is very serious, and when we're talking about severe weather, the severe weather does not play a game. It's not a ball game or anything, because when we get tornadoes, severe thunderstorms, they mean business. So that's why I'm trying to get you prepared ahead of time so you're ready and prepared for the storm when it becomes very active and when it's in action. I will be telling you the updates prior to the storm, either an hour or an hour before that, but I want to tell you guys in advance, or at least an hour before the actual event. I'd rather have you guys be prepared within 2 hours or before the storm hits. And what we do call that is our first warning system. And that is basically what I call it. I'm not giving all of these other like news channels and other media sites a different name because they probably have it different than the way I call it. But it does kind of meet the same standard. If you look at it that way, I'm not 100% sure, but I don't want to guess and say that I know the answer to what they might say. I don't really have the answer, so that's a positive right there for you. If it's a question that I don't know or anything like that, I have no idea. It's not that I'm going to go ahead and cross that question out. If I go ahead and tell you this other question, I'm going to get really upset, and I don't want to do that. But I want to have a little bit of a discussion and get things ready for today. So that's pretty sweet, very sweet. But anyway, please can join me at 5 o'clock. So I'll give you the times. Come back and join me again at 5 a.m. and beyond. I will make sure that you guys know ahead of time when I'm going to be doing my next live stream. You'll be the first ones to know. And make sure that you go on Twitter. I will be doing a live broadcast on Twitter as well. I may even do it today. You talk about storms that's going to come rolling through the Midwest like there's no tomorrow. Now, day 3 is going to be a very tight concern, to name a few, because we're dealing with marginal risk, category number 1. Category number 2, a slight risk. Category number 3, enhanced risk. So there is going to be a major concern come on day 3. Which means, and that's on a Wednesday, and this is not even funny. I'm serious, ladies and gentlemen that are watching. I'm just giving you a quick weather immediate update. And what I meant is that when we get severe weather, it's very, very serious. So that this does mean that with all of the categories that do meet the standards here, we will be seeing strong to severe thunderstorms. And I'm going to say there is a possibility of, in the enhanced risk, of supercell thunderstorms to develop. And it's not just that. My concern right now is going to be the possibility and definitely likely tornado development will be likely since that we have a category 3 and enhanced risk for severe weather. Most definitely we'll have tornadoes rolling across the Midwest just like that. Let me just glance at it and see where is that supposed to hit. I don't know. Looks like it's in the Des Moines area or something. I'll have to pinpoint where and what section that's going to hit in the Midwest. I'll let you know, and I'll have an answer to that and much more coming up later on. We'll see you guys in the next couple of you will receive all of my updates, all the videos that I post daily. And make sure that you hit the bell button right next to the subscribe button, so then that way you are able to get notifications each time that I post a video. So after I'm done uploading a video, that type of thing, you will automatically get a notification indicating on my channel has updated, not updated, but uploaded a video. So it could be either or. It mostly I'll be doing live streams on YouTube is what I'm changing this into. I'm going to put everything in reverse and just stick with live videos. I love it. I love the live stream. The same thing goes with Twitter. I'll be doing live broadcasts on Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, and Google, and maybe other ones at that. I'll list all of the ones that I'm going to be doing from now on. So thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Please leave your comments, like, and please give me suggestions of what you would like to see in the next video. Everybody have a nice day, and I'll see you guys at 5 a.m. for April the 30th, 2018. And this is Eric TALLMAN, meteorologist, signing out. We'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Thanks for watching.